natural pest control. I'm not going to cover the whole full gamut, but just give you some ideas and do a list here of some ideas that people can use. And I'm saying this now because where we live, it's in the deep fall or autumn and going to be winter in no time, and that's when a lot of the pests, mice, rats, that kind of stuff, critters, even squirrels, try to get in where it's warmer, especially if they live in the colder climates. Even in the southern climates, when it gets cooler, they're not used to it. They want to get to where it's warmer and hunker down. But anyways, I'm going to do this. I know I'd like to do another video later on about herbs and medicinal kind of stuff. And I'm not a doctor on that, but I'll go over that stuff later. But this one's just pest control and give people ideas. This isn't it. Like I said, there's much more out there, and I hope anyone will dig into this research further. But we're just talking. So think of this: if you got ants issue, peppermint. So peppermint oil. You can put that on those things for deer hunting, those cotton swab things, not even swabs, but you can use cotton balls, you can use cotton swabs, you can use other things to get the peppermint in there, some kind of peppermint odor. We got bed bugs. Lavender is a good way to introduce lavender to bed bugs, and that will most of the time rid that problem. They'll move on. They'll stay away. If you don't have them, maybe it's something you want to do now if there's concern or worry about them, just as a preventative. Caterpillars, peppermint. Beetles, peppermint in thyme. Chiggers, you got lavender, lemongrass, thyme. Fleas, lavender, lemongrass, peppermint, help with fleas. And eucalyptus. Flies, basil, clove, lavender, peppermint, and even eucalyptus. We got gnats, patchouli. We got lice, is clove. And all these are herbs and that kind of stuff. You can get essential oils with these scents. They're to put them in somewhere on something. You can get the actual dried stuff and put it out in some sort of dish, a cup, a tray, whatever, to deter these things. There's mosquitoes, lavender, lemongrass. Moths, lavender, peppermint. We got ticks. There's lavender, lemongrass, thyme. We have moths, lavender and peppermint. Spiders, peppermint. We got roaches, eucalyptus. We have spiders, peppermint. And I know my father, and I don't use this, but I know if you have a real bad problem, he swears by using those sticky traps for people using mice, that kind of stuff. He gets those sticky traps and he puts them out all over in his garage and that kind of stuff, and he catches a lot of these spiders and that kind of stuff with these sticky traps all over. And if you have cats and dogs that are going to be around there, I would shy away from that, because if they step in it and that kind of stuff, you have a whole nother mess on top of it. But that's another way to get at these. Slugs, there's white fur, and snails, patchouli, and white fur. And I know when we were living in the other state and we had some mice issues, what we would do every year before winter, late summer, we'd put peppermint on those dips, we're going to call them, that people put out the deer scent on there for deer hunting. And we would dip those into peppermint, the essential oils, and we taped them all around the corners and the walls, that kind of stuff, of our pole barn, and we taped them around our garage, and we put them up in the rafters, and that kind of stuff, and we never had an issue with mice or anything, at all. So we just made sure we did it every year, and a couple times a year at some years, because if you're living in a state that freezes and it's like 20, 30 below zero, sometimes you gotta put fresh ones out there, because if they're frozen, they're getting pretty close to useless. But anyways, this is a real quick video. I just wanted to get this across here, get people thinking, is there anything I can do instead of buying all these poisons or all this other stuff for these issues that I have with these pests. Well, this is a good way to get started, and I would look into it if you have issues with your Asian beetles, your ladybugs, what you want to call them, that kind of stuff. I would look into that too, because you could probably find many more natural ways to control these pests than what you've been told or what you may know. But anyways, I thank you for watching. If you like this, like, share, subscribe. And as always, stay vigilant. Protect yourself, protect your family, protect your health, and protect your wealth.